On September 14th of 1984, Joe "Red" Kittinger set a record by becoming the first man to cross the Atlantic solo in a gas balloon. And maybe you think there are a few too many qualifiers to that achievement, or perhaps you think, hey, wait a minute, the golden age of ballooning was really the late 18th century, when a whole bunch of intrepid, mainly Frenchmen, achieved dramatic firsts, very often including the phrase, "first man to die while," involving hot air balloons. This could just be a matter of the man dangling from a gas bag over some salt water. Sounds more like something in Tartarus or Dante's Inferno than something you'd really want to do. But it's actually a remarkable achievement, and Kittinger's a remarkable man. He was a U.S. Air Force colonel. He achieved an aerial kill of a MiG-21 in Vietnam. Then he was shot down. He spent 11 months as a prisoner of war. He also, for a while, was the world record holder for the longest free fall from above 31 kilometers. Apparently there are categories when it comes to that. And then at age 84, he quarterbacked a man breaking his skydiving record. And once you get into things like this, once you decide it doesn't matter that I'm not going to be the first man to cross the English Channel in a hot air balloon, once you decide, it doesn't really matter that balloons are a bit passé, I just think this is cool and I'm going to do it, all kinds of things open up as you get further and further into the hobby, including that a gas balloon is not a hot air balloon. It's different. It's closed. And in fact, there's a significant difference here between, I found out, a blimp and a zeppelin while I was rehearsing this, you see, because a blimp is a balloon. It gets its shape from the gas it contains. If the gas goes out, it collapses. Whereas the zeppelin is a rigid frame with a series of segmented gas bags inside it. There are a whole bunch of things to know. And if you don't know them, things can get pretty ugly. It turns out Richard Branson decided to cross the Atlantic in a hot air balloon 3 years after Kittinger. And he made it with a companion, but by the skin of his teeth. They ended up having to ditch the balloon in the Atlantic. And Branson was not entirely sure what he was doing, but he wasn't discouraged. He'd later cross the Pacific in a hot air balloon. So there are all kinds of things that you can do. If you don't let it bother you that you're not the first, you don't let it bother you that maybe this isn't the cutting edge technology, you just say to yourself, you know what, I think I'm going to cross the Atlantic. I'm going to be the first person to do it in a gas balloon. And by golly, on September 14th, 1984, Joe "Red" Kittinger did exactly that. And good on him for doing it. If you're enjoying these features, please visit my website. That's www.johnrobson.ca. Make a contribution to help sustain It Happened Today, the documentaries, the quotations of the day, and all the work that I do.